How's it going, everybody? Reviews from the West. I'm Ryan.
I'm Victor.
I'm Nick.
And we are reviewing the Green Inferno.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, you can't.
From right to left, what do we got?
This is very controversial, but I liked it.
I was not a huge fan of it. It wasn't as horrible as I thought it was going to be. It fell short on a lot of things for me, but it was okay. I would never watch it again.
I liked it, but it was a lot less than what I was hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted more of it. So, more of it.
What is it?
One being the story, or lack thereof.
Stories.
However, I wasn't expecting a story. I was expecting my cat wants in.
I think the thing that was disappointing, the story could have been executed really well. It's just the writing was bad. It was just, I don't know, it just wasn't very good. It was just, there's something about the writing. It was just, it just didn't really, didn't just deliver, is the word I'm trying to say. Someone else talk, I don't know what to say anymore.
I didn't mind the writing so much. Like, this is from Eli Roth. He's done movies like Cabin Fever and Hostel. These very trashy gore-fest horror movies, which in themselves are like tributes to 70s grindhouse movies. So, knowing that, I didn't mind the writing so much. Like, the whole movie, when you have a movie about jungle cannibals that skin people and cook them for dinner, you're not gonna expect a glossy coat of Kleenex.
That's true. The fapping scene was so unnecessary. That was not necessary.
Well, that's just the dark humor that comes with it. Speaking of which,
I don't know if the dark humor fell flat for me. I was always like,
why would anybody be trying to be funny in that situation?
Well, again,
hey, torture these people alive. Here's a good joke to throw in the mix.
Well, for me, it actually worked. It actually worked. It actually worked. I know this movie's hugely gross. I mean, this is not for the faint of heart at all. Like, people say that all the time, but this movie is legitimately disgusting.
There just wasn't enough of it, I don't think.
There wasn't enough. I was expecting a really violent, brutal movie, and there was surprisingly not much for an Eli Roth film about cannibalism.
Yeah, there was like one really gruesome death.
It was the first major gruesome cannibal death, and it kind of peaked right there.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to pick up and continue and get worse and worse and worse.
The death scenes are real good. The kill scenes are still great. It's just that the best one was like the first major one.
The opener. It's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, they really hyped it up to be super, super bloody.
Yeah,
it wore me out. God, I had to literally take a rest once I got out of the theater. It was gnarly.
Yeah, it was an intense thrill ride. I'm not sure what the movie's being categorized as, but I would say it's mostly going for shock value. I don't know if there's much or anything to return to, at least for me. Cinematography. Cinematography was nothing I'd bat an eye out at, because I didn't really see anything special with the cinematography. There were some, I don't know, just cinematography did not do it for me. Very basic, very point and shoot, and show what's on the screen. That was kind of it for me.
It's okay, dude. Just go.
Oh, fine. I'm sorry. The kill sequences are really graphic and rich with good practical effects work, and other horror sequences are very tense in their own right. And plus, there's a couple of good acting performances. Other than it's a trashy movie, and that's what you're gonna get for sure. Do not expect like The Exorcist or something out of this.
Yeah, I think there were a few good moments of shock value in there for sure. Specific limb cutting scene with tongues and eyeballs. That was good.
That was graphic.
The tongue when it was being eaten in the eyes. I was just like, oh. But there wasn't enough shock value in it as it was being advertised. I think I just fell into that advertisement scheme. Nice job, guys. It was just wasn't enough of it. There were some entertaining points, but there wasn't enough to keep me interested throughout the whole thing. It was kind of like a rinse and repeat of something happens, good night, something happens, good night, something blah 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 blah. It just kind of tedious, but it was okay. I just didn't hate it. It was just, it fell short on a lot of levels.
Yeah, I went in hopeful. I wanted to like it because I wanted to have a cannibal horror movie in my collection.
$12.
But didn't want to waste $12. Thought it'd be fun. Didn't get what I was going in for, so kind of stinks. But yeah.
I personally think it was a quality horror movie. It's trashy in all the right ways. The kill scenes are highly graphic, but you really shouldn't approach it casually at all. Be prepared to see some serious shit. There's a couple of good acting performances. Some of the horror scenes were real tense. I recommend it, but you gotta prepare yourself for it. Get like a group of friends or something, or get like your boyfriend or your girlfriend to hug each other tight.
Both of them.
Yeah, get both of them.
Wait a minute.
And just that's all I can say. Be prepared.
If you could pick one reason for them to go see it, what would it be?
It's probably got to be the kills. They are some of the most graphic and bloody we've seen in horror recently.
Yes.
Like I get it. There's not everyone is a gore hound, but for those who even for the people who like that, this is probably gonna test you a little bit.
Now I'm thinking about it, don't go in expecting super, like a quality film. I mean, I know you said it's quality, but don't expect a ton there. Go for the shock value, go for the intense moments, but I would not recommend you go see it in theaters. I would rent it. I mean, I would recommend you rent it just to check it out. It's not horrible, it's not that great, but there's parts there that would get you cringing. Yes, so I would recommend renting it. Yeah.
What would you recommend rented?
Oh gosh, then again, there isn't really enough for me to recommend renting it. But I don't know, because some movies just need to go see, and one of these you gotta go see it just because you say you see it. But I don't know, it's gory, and that's why a lot of people would probably watch it. So if you're into gore,
Very gory. I
It
can't
was
stress
why
that
I went.
enough.
not enough gore.
It was why I went, and I wasn't satisfied. There was one good moment. For like a 1 hour 42-minute movie, there was like one good scene for me. So I would recommend seeing it. I think if you're into shock value, if you're into gore, if you like the idea of it,
Yeah.
go for it.
We can agree on one thing though. We are slightly traumatized after tonight.
That's reviews in the West.
All right, give me that pillow. I'm getting out of here. Give me that pillow right now.
I can't.
Why? I will throw this
That's our Green Inferno review.
pillow,
The
man.
next one coming out is, I believe, Goodnight Mommy. That will be our next review.
Don't make any promises you can't keep.
I didn't promise.
You can't handle the
The
truth.
Amazing Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy. I want to be with you.
Why, you little?
We're just gonna keep it rolling for a little bit.
Oh wait, we're not done.
No. That's gonna make it awkward.
Yeah, this is kind of silly.
Bye, guys.